Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube.
What's going on, people? This is Influence, and here is the Lego DeLorean from Back to the Future. It was a great build. Took me a pretty long time. In hours, I can say maybe 9 hours it took me, because it took me about a couple weeks, and those weeks I worked on it maybe every day, maybe for an hour or a half an hour, depending on how I felt. So it was very satisfying to get this done. And I can say it's great. Highly recommend it, especially if you can get it on sale. There will be links in the description. So at the same time I was building this, I did a light kit as well that is in here. When I put light kits in the Legos, I like to put them in while I'm building it, because it's just easier than taking stuff apart and trying to fit it in. So you'll see that, and I'll tell you what's going on there. And I will show you there are some lights that come with it that are not part of the light kit. I guess we can talk about some accessories. This right here is a part of the light kit that I have. So I'll just tuck that under there. Accessories, you do get 2 figures. Of course, Doc and Marty in their respective clothing and faces. They both have another face on the back. It's cool if you're into Legos and you know Lego figures. You have the feet, and you get this little plaque, of course, that you can stand them on, so they can stay on this plaque and they won't go anywhere. You can also stick them in the DeLorean, because the doors do open, and he does have a seat in here. The seat is more for a bigger figure, but sit him in there. You can see, I think the seat would fit a regular size figure, because you can move this a little bit to accommodate something. A bigger figure than just a Lego figure could fit in this seat if you wanted it to. It does come with this thick book, and there's instructions to build the 3 different versions, which is great. I really like that they did that and how they did it. Let me show you. Open up this page here. It tells you, see where it go to page 254. That's what I built. I built the Back to the Future 2, the time machine that flies. I do have a stand coming that isn't here yet. You can do the first one, and you have all the parts to do Back to the Future 3. So there's a lot of extra parts that come with it, so you can build this, and you add the different wheels on here and the back plate. There's 2 different back plates as well. We'll get into that. And you have a sticker sheet that has quite a lot of stickers on it. If my lighting is off, I'm experimenting with some new lighting, and I don't know how I like it. It's bright in my studio, but I don't know how well it's translating on camera. Doesn't look that great, but I don't know. I'll see when the final product is. Wheels, rubber wheels. You can see the back part with all of the details. Is really detailed. It's a lot going on in here. You have this because I do have and you see there's a banana and a soda in there, as in Back to the Future 2 when he was using the processor for fuel. That's cool. You got the hoses. You have this button right here that you click. If you can see, the flux capacitor lights up. And you can also fix this so it stays when you push it down, and it stay lit. You see. But it comes with a light up brick, and it has some stickers on the front. You also, if you open up the hood here, You also got the plutonium bucket that's in here. You open that up and you see you got some plutonium in there. There's a few more of these, so you can like kind of put them in there if you wanted to. These are the ones that won't come out. And there was just some stickers on here. Handle with care, all that good stuff. Stick that back in here. And you get the board, the hoverboard, which is cool as well. And you can store all that in here in the hood. I showed a little bit. You do get the doors on both sides that lift up. DeLorean gold wing doors, of course. Side here, you can see the dashboard. You got the stick shift, the steering wheel, the seats. Got all of that stuff. And the dashboard really has the dates on there, as in the movie. The tires, now with Back to the Future 2, as you know, he had the tires that spin down. You have this lever here. And you move the lever and the tires flip down like this. And then you have the classic look when he flew away or when it's flying. This back up so it can rest. Now for this light up kit, I will have a link in the description for that as well. It goes here. You have a bunch of wires that are wired in the back. You got the back lights, the front lights, in the cabin that lights up. So let's hook that up. I just got a little power bank. Put that in here like this. And now you have the light up feature inside. Have the headlights, and you have the tail lights and the license plate. Now I do have the out of time license plates, which I think is a different version. I think it should be the California yellow license plate on this version, but I like the out of time better. But you can see the license plate is lit up, and you have the lights in the back. And the inside is lit up better, and I do like it better with this than with the other, than just the button here. It lights up the flux capacitor. I think this is better. And also you won't run down the batteries with this because it is electric. This small USB, they also have a battery operated one that you can hook up if you want to put batteries in it, and then it just will be, it don't have to be tethered anywhere, and you can just have it on a shelf with that little battery pack. But yeah, this comes with where all of the lights plug into, and you can just, it's just a Lego piece, so you can just stick it on the bottom. And speaking of the bottom, you can see how the bottom looks. It's pretty sturdy. It's really sturdy. Anybody that does Legos understand how well they're built these days. You have the mirrors. The mirrors do go up and down if you like that look. See the other side. The other side, this side is quite, not quite, a little different from the other side over there. You have this here on the side. I don't remember a lot of the details of the DeLorean from Back to the Future. I just remember how it looked, and this embodies it greatly, to tell you the truth. I mean, if you didn't have, which is part of the charm of Legos, you do have this, the bricks, like you can tell it's made out of bricks. And that, I mean, that's part of the charm of Legos. Like, you build a Lego and you want it to be a Lego build. I think they do a good job with smoothing the stuff out and making it look curved, and just everything that Lego does, they do it well. I think that's about it. You can see head on what's happening. It's pretty great. It's a great display piece. I will be putting this on display on one of my shelves. I'm not sure which one, but we will be doing that. Probably one of the biggest gripes is these doors won't stay up, and I don't know how much they should be staying up, but I do like them. And you could probably get some Legos or put a little piece of something in here to get them to stay up. I'm sorry if you hear my heat, it just kicked on, so That's why. But yeah, this review is pretty much done. I definitely recommend this, not just because I have a link in the description. I do recommend it, whether you buy it from my link or not. All right. So I will get up with you in another one. Peace.
You know, life ain't over. Life ain't over. Life ain't over. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want it.